Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Clanmore School, and today we're going to take a look at some attacks of mine with a hero down. In my case it was the queen, but this just kind of illustrates some things to keep in mind when you are a hero down. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and if you do, make sure to like and subscribe through the link to be entered in a giveaway. So let's get into it. Oops. Uh, Here it is. We beat them pretty bad. If you look here, my base that I did the speed build on got one-starred by their Town Hall 10. It actually got one-starred twice by both of these guys. So look forward to that in an upcoming video. That'll be on Saturday. But let's take a look at my first 3-star on number 8. So if you guys noticed, I definitely attacked low. I can't emphasize that enough. Don't kid yourself on your ability as an attacker, because with one hero you're significantly at a disadvantage. So I picked a base that I knew I could take down with a queen, but without a queen it is a little harder. So I brought 2 golems, even though I would have ordinarily brought 1, and then I brought a lot more wizards than I would have normally, and I brought a rage spell and a jump spell to ensure that the queen got taken down and to ensure that the dragon got taken down. Because wizards under rage are MVP on dragons, they take them down really quickly. So I already dropped all my spells: poison spell, rage spell, jump spell, and here go my hogs. And this was one mistake that I'll point out. So this hog drop was good. I wanted to leave like, I don't know, 15 hogs in the bag. I did that okay, but there's giant bombs here, 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 and the one that I triggered here. And the idea was that I would take these 2 defenses out, the cannon and wizard tower, and then pretty much as soon as they were locked on the cannon, I would drop 5 hogs here on the archer tower. But I wait too late until after they destroy the cannon, and then I just spam the hogs on the archer tower because I was kind of panicking because I didn't want them to hit this bomb, even though it was like level 1 or 2 or something, because I wanted to save my heal for deeper into the base. But and that also made my hogs bunch up, so it wasn't a pretty raid, but it was successful either way. So basically I panicked and tried to make my hogs go faster by pressing my finger down longer. I don't know if you guys do that, but it's definitely a new mistake. But I think it's kind of a common type of deal where you really want your hogs to get in there and you just kind of spam them. So that's what happened to me. I ended up only saving 1 hog instead of like the 8 or 10 that I wanted to save. So I got a little lucky here. Hogs split, and I picked which group was the biggest and healed them right up. And they pass over that giant bomb, but they get healed back up. And then after they take out this wizard tower, voice crack, hello. After they take out the wizard tower, then the point defense isn't going to do anything against hogs that are low health like that. So I saved like 3 or 4 wizards for cleanup, because with no queen, I didn't expect any of my kill squad to stay alive. And then let's fast forward as my hogs do their work, and I finished the raid with 1 golemite up. The jump spell right here was a nice touch, because the golems ended up tanking it into the core of the base. So let's take a look at the next one. It wasn't a 3-star, but it was super close. Here's a little sneak peek of the Town Hall 10s attacking me. One of them had 40 heroes, so that was kind of crazy. So this was a 96% 2-star, and a Go Lava Loon, and ordinarily I would bring 1 golem to get 1 air defense. I mean, that's just standard. But to ensure that I got everything down that I needed, I brought 2 golems, and I'm glad I did because I got a little lucky on this raid with the wizards picking off the air defense, just because of how my funnel worked and stuff. So my king actually ended up going around, but these were the end of me. These air sweepers took so long for my loons to get in there, even under rage. It was just crazy. I don't actually know if rage and haste stacks, but if they did, I would have definitely used that, because the dual air sweeper action, I shouldn't have come in from that side, but because I only had 3 hounds, I wanted to take the 2 air defense quicker. So the idea was that I would drop 1 hound here by this archer tower army camp, and then 1 here, and then just wait on my third like super late for this air defense. So I just let those 2 hounds do work. I think I end up dropping my third down here because both of the hounds pop, but by that time the air sweepers are down, and the hound gets over to this air defense with a good amount of health left. But I drop my balloons and they're getting tanked for, but the air sweepers are just going ham on them. So I still have 8 balloons in the bag because the raid wasn't developing. It was just kind of stalled. But let's get into it. So I opted for the max hound rather than max golem, and I think that was a good call because I needed as much tanking as possible, especially with those air sweepers. So pay attention down here on the funnel. This golem drop wasn't perfect, so the archer tower kind of messes up my funnel. And then these wall breakers, I'm glad I brought 3 because they went for the level 9 wall. And then you see, this collector's at like half health or something, but my Barb King doesn't end up going into the base. But like I said, guys, Wizards Under Rage are MVP. They take out that cannon. They're getting tanked for, and they clutch that air defense. So I use this tanking a little bit for my Barb King. And drop the max hound first. Soak up as much damage as possible. And already, dual air sweeper action. It is, I had some serious issues with the air sweepers. So you can see they just aren't getting to that air defense quick enough. They're finally over it, but the air sweepers aren't done. That doesn't mean that the air sweepers are done. There goes the first hound. So I just keeping them raged. And then there goes the second hound. So you see my third hound is coming in, but they're finally over the top of that air defense. So the third hound is gonna have pretty decent health for the third air defense. And there goes my 8 back end balloons that I just couldn't drop because the raid wasn't progressing. So I still have a rage spell, so that was helpful. And the last hound pops, but with those 8 balloons on the back end, it's just too little too late for that air defense, and luckily the expos were down. That's why I chose to do air on this base rather than ground. There was actually a hole right here and right here in the base that I could have just triggered the bombs with, but I decided to change it up and do some air. If I had saved like a minion, this would have been a 3-star or a wizard, but that's okay. It was a pretty solid attack, and it kind of illustrates that you just have to go low and exaggerate your kill squad and the damage that you need. So let's fast forward because it's pretty slow and it's a painful end. I just didn't think I would have enough firepower, but I let it play out to the end. I don't even know if I got that dark elixir. Yeah, I didn't even get the dark elixir. Alright, let's end the raid. Let's end the video on a clanmate's 3-star. I'll just play it in ×2. This is a common base that I don't like to hog. But he kind of uses Michael's strategy. And the reason you guys haven't been seeing a whole lot of Michael lately is because he's pushing a champion, so he's been out of war. But he just uses the time to poison the dragon. That's always worth it. The reason I chose not to is because I didn't have my queen to clean up, not my clean to queen. And the queen really reduces the cleanup time. So I was just playing it safe there. But he goes in with the Quakes just like Michael does. Um, can't tell if that's 2 or 3 golems. It looks like 3. A little worried that the dragon will stay up, but luckily the queen locks onto that. And I'll just stick it on 2 times as he goes in, triggers the giant bombs, and then just kind of does the slow hog deployment counterclockwise. And he's patient on his heals, which is a great thing. Because with so much of the base left, you really need to be patient. And wait for that second giant bomb spot. The reason why he didn't drop it here is because that giant bomb didn't trigger, so that was great. And then that giant bomb triggers. These guys had a lot of lower level giant bombs. I don't know what was up with that, but better for us, I guess. So yeah, the queen's still up. That was not a luxury that I had this war, but next war I will have that, and I'll try to get that video out to you guys as soon as possible. Let's actually take a look at the next war. These guys are pretty good. The Sask Savages, 127 wins, and they had some nice anti 3-star bases, so I think they will be able to put this base to the test. And like I said before, that video is going to be on Saturday. I'm going to make that kind of a recurring series. And I hope you guys liked the video. And I said it before, I'll say it again. Make sure to like the video if you did, and subscribe for more content. Subscribe through the link to be entered in a $10 giveaway. And have a good day.